If you're somebody who loves to sing karaoke, then this speaker today is made for you.
I can't find my way back to you. I'm lost again. I don't wanna run from all of this. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. So break me, I'm falling hard, don't help me. I've been gone.
Hello, my name is Sean and today we're checking out the Edifier PK305, which is a portable multimedia amplifier speaker that is also great for karaoke if that is your thing. So this speaker today was sent over to me by Edifier Malaysia, and this is not a sponsored post, and as usual I'll be sharing with you my honest and unbiased opinion. So this speaker we have today here retails for about $180 or about 799 Malaysia ringgit, but you can now get them at Shopee at a cheaper price of 579 Malaysia ringgit. So if you're interested in buying this speaker, do check out my links in the description below. So starting with the look of this speaker, Edifier made a really mainstream style loudspeaker beautiful. Most of these speakers you see in the market doesn't have much of any design. Honestly, it's just a loudspeaker with a grill in front, and that's about it. But Edifier took it up a notch and designed a really beautiful speaker here that represents kind of like a traditional guitar amplifier, and it works out great. So starting with the overall design, there's a main grill at the front here with a subtle Edifier branding there, and the grill here hides a 5.25 inch, if you can see in the light here, a 5.25 inch mid-range woofer driver here, as well as a 2-inch tweeter at the top here. Not only that, Edifier also includes a nice silicone handle that looks kind of like a leather strap, but it is soft and very comfortable to hold. And the thing that binds the strap here is also a nice hardware that mimics metal, but I believe it's plastic, and that adds to the overall design of this speaker. And at the top of the speaker here, you're going to get a whole bunch of controls that again looks really professional and looks like proper amplifiers. So with this speaker, Edifier also provides you with a microphone designed by Beijing 797. I have honestly very little experience with microphones, but looking them up online, they seem really legit. So what you get here is a transmitter U segment wireless microphone, and in layman terms, it's really easy to use and connects immediately out of the box without having to configure it. You do have to unscrew this bottom part here and insert two AA batteries, but that's pretty much it. And the entire housing of the mic is actually made out of solid metal, if you can hear. But although it's made out of metal, it's also lightweight and easy to use. So although the top of the speaker looks complicated with all the buttons and knobs, let me break it down for you so it's easy to understand. So starting at the top row here, you're going to get your power switch and a charging port here to charge up the speaker. And since we're on the charging part, there's also warning behind the speaker that says to not use this speaker while it's charging. So it's somewhere here, it says do not use when it's charging. And next to that, you're going to get to plug in two wired mics if you need additional mics for your use case. Next to that, you're going to get a 3.5mm auxiliary jack for you to plug your audio source in, as well as a charging indicator right up here. And next to that, you're going to get a USB-A input as well as a micro SD card slot. So in the second rows here, which is all the knobs here, it's pretty straightforward and lets you adjust the mic and music volume and EQ. So the first knob here is your mic volume, loud or soft. Second is your reverb of your mic, so you get the slight delay effect. You also get mic bass and mic treble, and finally music volume, so you can mix in music with your vocals for karaoke mode. And the third row here is where you get your music control. So you get to switch between your different music inputs here, play, pause, skip tracks, and on the right hand side here, there is also a few controls. So at the top here, you have karaoke mode, intelligently removes vocal on your music. Of course, it's not perfect, but a fantastic feature to have. So if you play music, it's gonna cut off the vocal part as much as it can. And the next button here is mic priority, which is super cool, which is an audio ducking feature. So if you're using this in like a event or something where you want to play music and talk, when it detects you talking, it will lower the volume of the music, which is super cool. So you can pretend like you're a DJ or something. So sound mode at the bottom here lets you change the mic vocals in a few presets: vocal, music, professional, and live mode. And finally, record allows you to directly record audio into an SD card or a USB device. So volume wise, you're going to get 16 levels of music, and this is pretty synonymous to all Edifier products. They always have 16 levels of volume control. Not sure why it's 10, but 16 is pretty okay. I guess in that case, 16 is pretty good because you get more granularity to adjust the volume. And for me, volume 6 to 7 is pretty good volume for listening to music in a personal space. It starts to get really loud at about level 10, and you can seriously cover quite a bit of space and crowd with level 10. I don't even dare to turn it up past 11 in my condo without risking someone complaining. So I think if you're using this for a small event where there's about 50-100 people, I think this works really well. The volume level applies to the mic as well, and anything above 10 really is very loud and should cover a good space. And if you're hosting an event of 50 to 100 person, personally I haven't had that privilege to host an event like that, but I could imagine it being used in a situation like that, and it's plenty loud even if you want to boost it to 16. So feature wise, you're gonna get a Bluetooth 5.0 connectivity alongside all the wired connected options such as the USB-A, 3.5 auxiliary, and also the micro SD card slot. So these are just some of the options for you to play music on this device, and I think it's really great that there are options like that. So apart from that, the whole unit runs on battery and comes with a huge 6000 mAh battery, and depending on the volume you play at, it should be able to give you about 7 hours of playback time. So another fantastic feature in my opinion of this speaker is the ability to layer audio together, where you can stack your music with your mic voice to make it like a karaoke machine, especially with the karaoke mode. And in my opinion, if you use Apple Music, you can turn on the karaoke sing-along mode and it works wonders with this speaker. So sound quality wise, this isn't your run-of-the-mill audiophile speaker, and it's not intending to be one anyways. However, as loudspeaker goes, this actually sounds really good, and as compared to many other more basic loudspeaker in its class. So the purpose of this speaker is to transmit music or vocals loud enough so that it distributes to a large crowd or event space. And this speaker does that very well. It doesn't crack, and it has decent bass that delivers a nice, warm, decent punch, but nothing too crazy deep or rumbling. Where this speaker really excels, I believe it's in its clear vocals, where it provides you with a clear delivery of your voice that doesn't crack, which is the intended purpose of the speaker. And a lot of those cheaper speakers that you hear out there, it gets very crackly and messy when it's very loud, so this doesn't do that. Highs are okay on the speaker, but does get messy with some music, so you can hear that it doesn't sound as pristine or clear, but for what it's designed to do, I'm actually very okay with it. So I was thinking a lot when I received this speaker, the use case and purpose of this speaker, something like that. And when I started testing it and singing to some of my favorite Jay Chou karaoke with it, albeit horribly, I kind of fell in love with this speaker, and I think it's a super interesting offering from Edifier to go into this space. Definitely great stuff here. So that is it for this review. If you find this video helpful, smash the thumbs up button, share this video everywhere, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.